Hey everyone, welcome back to In Bloom. I'm your host, Raquel Tierra. This is a podcast where we talk about all things capital S self and what it means to evolve and love yourself in an environment that constantly rewards conformity.
I know you think that you know me, but you ain't even seen my dark side.
I'm 37 and I'm tapping out of the rat race. I don't know who feels me on this, but I feel like there's just like this mass awakening to where people are not interested in being cogs in this machine anymore, being constantly exploited by the workplace, the uncertainty of not really knowing whether you can make the wrong move, say the wrong thing, or the powers that be could say the wrong thing or pass a specific law and like you're out of there. You're like so hinged on other people's political orientation. Your stability is so fragile, and that is what I'm tapping out of. And here's the thing, I'm not a millionaire. I don't have backup like that. I'm really just out here moving on radical faith, moving on radical self-trust and understanding, and also just committing myself to my purpose. And whatever that looks like, I know that it doesn't entail me suffering under a system that is likely to kill me. So I'm so tapped out of it, and I feel like there's so many people who are just like at that point and they can't quite make that connection, or they can't quite make that leap. And I don't know why that is for so many people, except something very practical, like they have children. I'm really fortunate to not have children in this economy, to not have children in this state of mind where there is nothing that I am looking for in traditional workplaces and conventional jobs, constantly feeling like a threat when you walk into these really small rooms, when you have supervisors who are insecure, small-minded, when you have just systems that have been operating under so much dysfunction for so long, and you come in and you see it, and you're seeing it is actually a threat to all the constituents of that system. And so you just find yourself constantly like from one job to the next. And I have had jobs, like I had a job that I literally just quit, and this was for me like the final straw that broke the camel's back. Like I am so done going back to jobs. And the crazy thing is, I really loved the work that I did in this job. It was just time for me to move on because of the work was within that system still. But what it did was it unlocked this new character for me, and I know that facilitating groups is more what I want to do, but just on an independent level, just in a space where I don't have to be clocked in all day. I want to serve my purpose, and I want to do it in a way that does not absolutely destroy me, in a way that does not take every ounce of my time and energy. Those are very valuable resources. Those are things you can't get back. And so, in conclusion, I am done being exploited by these systems, and I'm moving off of pure faith. Divinity loves me, nature loves me, and I know there's so much action that goes into this lifestyle, but for me, I've always been a self-directed person. I've always been someone who can manage my own days. I absolutely hate being micromanaged in any way, even if it's just kind of like from afar, which is the thing that like these managers can do, micromanage you, where they might send like a handler to watch over you, who's like a little bit closer as a colleague or as a peer, and they kind of like a medium. And I literally don't have time for all the hierarchy, all the like the politicking that is done in the workplace. I figured it all out. All right, it's boring, and I'm done. So what this next leap looks like, I've taken it already. I've taken it, and it's not there. I didn't fall off. I didn't like absolutely crash and burn. There's a lot that goes into it, but ultimately I know that I did the right thing, and I'm gonna keep continuing to live this life, continuing to lean more into purpose, continuing to just be on a path that's completely mine, and I'm gonna see what happens. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode. I hope you learned something. If anything resonated with you, I would love to be in community, hear your stories, hear your thoughts on this particular topic. Until next time, remember to always be blooming. Later.